In some of the world's driest and harshest landscapes, two remarkable fruits thrive against the odds: the prickly pear cactus fruit and the rare pitaya or Mexican dragon fruit. These fruits are more than just food. They are symbols of human ingenuity, crops that turn arid soils and scorching heat into fields of economic opportunity. From Mexico to California, from North Africa to Asia, farmers cultivate these resilient plants, supplying both local markets and international demand. The prickly pear is widely grown with large-scale operations in Mexico, Italy, Morocco, and the United States. Its ability to survive with minimal water and help combat desertification has made it a cornerstone of sustainable agriculture. Pitaya, on the other hand, is rarer, cultivated mainly in Mexico's Jalisco region and parts of the southwestern U.S., fetching high market prices due to its delicate skin and short shelf life. Together, these crops not only deliver nutrition packed with vitamin C fiber and antioxidants, but also provide a lifeline for farming communities adapting to climate change. The journey of cactus fruit begins with a planting method as resilient as the plants themselves. For prickly pear, farmers often propagate by cutting pads from mature, healthy plants. These pads are left to dry for several days, allowing a protective callus to form before planting. This simple but effective technique prevents rot and helps the pad establish strong roots. Once placed in the soil, farmers bury the pads at an angle in sandy or rocky soil, sometimes enriched with manure. To provide initial nutrients, drip irrigation systems are preferred, supplying minimal but precise amounts of water enough to sustain growth without risking waterlogging. Care in the early years is vital. Young plants must be protected from grazing animals, competing weeds, and frost. Farmers prune to shape. The plants improve airflow and increase sunlight penetration. Over time, these practices not only boost fruit yield, but also stabilize soils and help fight desertification in fragile landscapes. Watering must be carefully managed, and fertilization is adjusted based on soil analysis to maintain plant health. By late spring, both plants burst into bloom. Prickly pear pads are adorned with bright yellow, orange, or pink flowers, while pitaya produces striking blossoms that quickly transition into fruit. These flowering periods mark the beginning of months of patience as the fruits slowly mature under the scorching sun. By late summer, the cactus fields are ready for harvest. But unlike many fruits, picking these crops is a task that demands both skill and protection. For prickly pear, ripeness is marked by a change in skin color, turning deep red, orange, or yellow, depending on the variety. Yet harvesting isn't as simple as plucking fruit from a branch. Each prickly pear is covered with sharp spines and tiny hair-like glochids that can irritate the skin. Farmers wear thick gloves, protective clothing, and sometimes goggles. Specialized hooked poles or knives are used to detach the fruit gently without damaging its skin. Taller plants require long-handled tools to reach higher fruit safely. In California and Mexico, harvest seasons can extend from late summer through early fall, with some regions picking from August all the way into spring. Farmers work carefully, often in the cooler hours of morning, to avoid both sun damage and excessive handling that could bruise the delicate fruit. Pitaya, or Mexican dragon fruit, is even more challenging. The cactus can soar up to 30 feet, and each plant produces only about one fruit per day during the short 60 to 70-day harvest season. Workers use long poles with hooks to dislodge the fruit, carefully taking care not to scratch its thin skin. Even the smallest blemish reduces its value and shelf life. Harvest often happens at night or early morning to preserve freshness, as pitaya can lose flavor and texture within just 24 hours of picking. Despite the risks and difficulties, spines, heat, and height farmers endure, because these fruits carry immense economic value. Prickly pear supports large farming economies worldwide, while pitaya, though rarer, fetches premium prices in markets across Mexico, the US, and beyond. Once harvested, the journey of cactus fruits is far from over. Both prickly pear and pitaya require careful handling immediately after being picked to preserve their quality. For prickly pear, the first step is cleaning. The fruit arrives at processing facilities in crates or bins and is run through machines that brush off dirt and spines. A vacuum system or air blowers may follow to remove the tiny glochets that cling to the skin. Some facilities also use chlorinated water washes, ensuring the fruit is safe and free from bacteria. To prevent mold and extend shelf life, the fruit is quickly dried using streams of hot and cold air. After cleaning, workers and machines sort the fruit by size, ripeness, and appearance. High-quality fruits are carefully packed into plastic clamshells or cardboard boxes lined with protective materials. Any damaged or visually imperfect fruits are diverted for processing into juice puree, jams, or even wine. Storage rooms kept at around 4 to 7 degrees C slow ripening and allow prickly pears to remain fresh long enough for export to Europe, Asia, or North America. Pitaya, on the other hand, is so delicate that it requires immediate handling. Once picked, workers manually remove the small spines on the fruit's surface without damaging its thin skin. Because pitaya deteriorates quickly, most fruits are rushed straight to local markets or transported via refrigerated trucks and even air freight to major cities. In processing facilities, a limited portion is turned into jams, juices, or wines, but most are sold fresh because of the short shelf life. Both fruits, though different in scale, share one common trait: every step after harvest must be fast, clean, and precise. From brushing off spines to carefully arranging fruit for export, the post-harvest process ensures that by the time consumers take a bite, the fruit remains as vibrant and flavorful as it was in the fields. Prickly pear and pitaya are not only visually striking, but also nutritionally powerful. They are rich in vitamin C, fiber, minerals, and antioxidants that support digestion, heart health, and immunity. Economically, these cactus fruits sustain millions of farmers across Mexico, California, Africa, and Europe. Pitaya has become a cultural symbol in Jalisco, while prickly pear provides stable income and strong export opportunities. Most importantly, they are sustainable crops. Requiring minimal water, they help prevent soil erosion and adapt well to climate change. making them a promising solution for agriculture in arid regions worldwide.